And away we go. It is the Nightcap, brought to you by Hail Mary Sports Bar right here on BearcatJournal.com. Go see our good friends at Hail Mary's. They'll get you taken care of. They're in Cheviot. They're right on Harrison Avenue, so they're inside the Dora District. You can go from bar to bar with your drinks, but no need for that. You can just hang out at Hail Mary's. They've got 27 TVs, a 9-screen video wall. They've got the DirecTV sports package, not YouTube, DirecTV, so you can watch all the games. Maybe you're having issues with your YouTube TV, ESPN. Hail Mary's would be a great place for you. Cincinnati Sports always on the video wall. They have brand new walk-in cooler, brand new draft lines, food trucks on the weekend, and of course, ice cold Cincy Light on tap in 32.8 degree frosted glasses. All right, Aaron. It is Wednesday night, so we will take a look around the Big 12 in football and start working on a little basketball. We're not going to do all the basketball games because there's too many, and I'm not going to do that. But there is, we'll hit in this segment until we get into like the heart of things and football season ends. We'll hit on the best ones to give you a little bonus coverage, bonus content for your Wednesday night. But Aaron, let's get to it as we take a look at the Big 12 in football week 11, Friday. We get started on Friday. Houston at UCF. Houston, bad loss to West Virginia after a very surprising start to conference play. Now they go on the road. They take on the Golden Knights. They are only a 1.5-point favorite. The total, 47.5.
Well, Houston opened as 2.5-point favorites, and that money has moved toward UCF. The over-under started at 48.5. It's moved down to 47.5. UCF is given a 60.4% chance to win this game, according to ESPN's analytics. And
the analytics hate Houston.
Well, and the money line, by the way, Houston's minus 120. UCF is even.
Huh. I'm gonna go Houston. I like Houston's roster. I like Houston's coaching better. But I get it. The one thing UCF does well is defend, especially against the pass. That kind of takes, neutralizes Connor Wegman and what he does for Houston. I'm still going Houston. I'll lay the points, but I don't feel great about it.
Give me UCF on that money line. I think they pull the upset off. You forgot to mute on that one. But
sorry.
I think that
that's my bad.
Look, we're all going through it. It's a bye week for everyone,
yeah,
including our immune systems. But no, I think the wheels falling off on Houston. They had a golden road paved for them, and the wheels have fallen off. I think UCF pulls the upset off and takes care of business at home in the bounce house.
Yeah, I don't, man. That has just not been a good team this year. Maybe they get it together Friday night under the lights, big game at home. What's your over under on people? 20,000?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I mean, they're 4-4, 1-4 in the conference. That is not a fan base that sticks through thick and thin, Aaron.
Well, I'm curious as to what the weather is going to be, because if it's rainy, then yikes.
72 and clear.
I'm showing on Friday in Orlando, 81 with a 35% chance of rain. 81 is the high, at least. And then, yeah, cloudy, but 70,
no rain.
71. I don't know. It'll be, and it's a Friday night game. I don't know what else there is to do in Orlando on a Friday night. If you're not going to one of your 84 amusement parks, so maybe they get people out.
I'll set the over under at 20,001 people. They'll announce more, but there will be less. I love on ESPN, the scoreboard. They'll give you like the BYU Texas Tech game, tickets as low as $407. UCF Houston, tickets as low as $20. A lot cheaper than a night at Disney. I'll give you that. Noon Saturday. We're just putting the chips on the table Saturday at noon, Aaron. BYU, Texas Tech, ABC. Texas Tech, a 10.5-point favorite at home. 52.5 is the number. BYU, they're just like wizards, right? Like, it's a lot. It just never makes any sense with BYU. So I feel like they're going to cover. I think Texas Tech wins. But, I mean, for that first half last week, Kansas State was right there with Texas Tech. Right there with Texas Tech. BYU plays good defense. The score, I think, is probably going to be close. What happens? Barrett Morton, I think last week was the first week he didn't deal with something during a game. Will Hammond is now gone. I'm taking BYU in the points, and I'm tempted to take BYU in the money line.
Maybe Baron Morton did go through something. We won't know. We'll never know. But when you had a Will Hammond, he could come out and you'd be okay. If you don't have a Will Hammond, maybe he plays through some things that he might not have played through prior to.
Yeah, it's fair.
That all said, this one opened up as Texas Tech 10.5, so that hasn't moved. The over-under opened up at 52.5. That hasn't moved either. BYU plus 320. Texas Tech minus 425 on the money line.
Boy, that money line for BYU is tempting.
ESPN Analytics give Texas Tech a 60.8% chance to win this game. And your Fighting Blue of Mormon Country, 39.2%. I don't know. I think this is a make or break game for what I believe about Bear Bachmeier. And
I wouldn't be that like if he plays bad. Texas Tech's defense is awesome. So he can just play bad because their defense is awesome.
I'm just not sure if he's good or if he's great. Good. If he beats Texas Tech, he is great. Okay. I think that you're able to he's not just a flash in the pan,
that's fair.
Sideshow of a quarterback. So that's, I guess, what I'm wanting to see out of Bear Bachmeier, because we have a pretty good idea as to who Baron Morton and who Texas Tech is. Yeah. That all said, I don't believe in BYU. I think Tech covers, and I think that BYU fans are left wondering what the hell just happened when they go through the buzzsaw that is Texas Tech and tortillas and everything that is.
Here's the thing. I mean, yeah, it's probably going to be rowdy, but it's going to be noon. Like that place at night, if you were telling me this is a night game, I'd take Tech in the points, lay the points, and not worry about it.
You ever been to Lubbock?
Yeah. No, I haven't. Thank God.
It's hard.
It's hard.
That also, there's nothing else to do in Lubbock.
I know.
So I think they're going to be, and this is college game day. You're going to have people there. They're not going to bed. It's going to be the same type situation you had in Utah, and people are going to be, except the game is immediately thereafter as opposed to 12 hours later.
Yeah, I don't know. I think BYU is going to keep it close. I think Texas Tech wins. I think BYU is going to keep it closer than 10.5. Colorado, West Virginia. One team starting to play better, maybe. I don't know. West Virginia beat Houston last week. Colorado has given up 50 burgers in each of their last couple games. I like the Mountaineers at home. I think Rich Rod's getting them going a little bit.
Well, West Virginia opened as 5.5-point favorites. It remains there. The over-under opened at 53.5. It's moved up to 54.5.
Look, I don't like both these offenses, but both of the defenses are objectively bad.
Your money line on West Virginia is minus 200, plus 170 for Colorado, 54.9% from ESPN Analytics for West Virginia to win this game. I think that West Virginia covers this spread. I think Prime might retire after this game.
I mean, does Colorado show up? Like the last 2 games, they have just gotten dog walked by halftime.
Prime might retire after this game, or at least announce that he will be retiring at the end of the season. Because I think if you get embarrassed by West Virginia and whatever is happening with the Rich Rod led Mountaineers, it's going to be ugly.
Utah beat them 53-7, and then the next week Arizona got them 52-17. I don't think West Virginia is going to cover the total by themselves, but I'm taking the over.
I don't think West Virginia is capable of scoring 50. I don't think they would know what to do.
Playing 11-0. Could West Virginia score 54 and 11-0?
No, I don't think they could.
Kansas, Arizona. Arizona 4.5-point favorite. 56.5 is the total. This has a chance to go real. Like Kansas is hanging on at 5-4, 3-3 in the Big 12. I think Arizona's playing better football. They're 5-3, 2-3 in the conference. I like Arizona here, but Kansas has got to get up off the mat. Like they got to show some life.
Well, Arizona opened at 5.5-point favorites. It's moved to 4.5. The over-under opened at 56.5, remains there. Money line has Kansas at plus 160, Arizona at minus 190. 64.3% is your ESPN Analytics chance to win for Arizona. Daniels or Fafita is really what it comes down to. Who do you believe in more? I got to give it to.
Yeah. Fafita gets to go against Kansas's trash defense, and Daniels gets to go against Arizona's not good against the run, but their pass defense is pretty good, or has been pretty good for most of this year.
I'll be surprised if Arizona doesn't run, or I'm sorry, if Kansas doesn't run the ball
a lot.
40 times in this game.
I don't think they want to go in chucking it all around against Arizona. I don't think that's a smart game plan.
No, but I think that Daniels gives you that opportunity to show pass and either RPO out of it or just design quarterback run or even just scrambling around, nothing's there, and then take off. That all said, my gut tells me Arizona. My heart says Kansas.
Okay.
So I'm going to say at least Kansas covering the 5.5.
And then finally, Iowa State at TCU. TCU 6.5-point favorite, 57.5 is the total. I think Iowa State has bottomed out. I think they are essentially done for the rest of the year.
Probably safe to say. Makes you wonder what's going on though with TCU only getting 6.5 in this one. But TCU opens at 6.5. It remains at 6.5. You're over under at 57.5. Also has not moved. Plus 195 for Iowa State. Minus 230 for TCU. TCU is given a 66.3% chance to win this game by ESPN Analytics. I got TCU covering easily, which makes me think that something's amiss.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel like Iowa State is dead man walking the rest of this year. The injuries and everything else, like, she doesn't feel great.
This feels like a lock to beat 6.5, and that doesn't make me feel I should not be locking anything is really what it comes down to.
It's fair. Looking at basketball real quick, nothing really tomorrow. Friday. Sorry. North Carolina and Kansas. They're at the Dean Dome. North Carolina, a 1.5-point favorite. I like Kansas here.
So does ESPN's Analytics, giving Kansas a 58.4% chance to win this game, which flies right in the face of your -1.5 for North Carolina, which is what it opened at. Your over under on this one, 153.5. Kansas plus 105 on the money line. North Carolina -125.
And then a lot of bye games on Saturday. Vanderbilt UCF, I guess, could be interesting. I don't really know much about Vandy this year.
They're given a 73.5% chance to win this one by ESPN Analytics. The book has not yet opened on them, at least not according to ESPN.
Usually it's like 24 hours in basketball. Sunday, Texas A&M, Oklahoma State is interesting. There's some people that are pretty high on Oklahoma State. I think Oklahoma State can be a tournament team this year. We'll find out a lot about them. I don't know that Texas A&M is going to be great, but it's a Power 5 opponent right out of the gate. It would be a big win for Oklahoma State if they're going to be a surprise team, if they can get it. Just metrically, Texas A&M, whether they have a good year or not, they're in the monster of an SEC. Like, their numbers are going to be good. Be a big one for Oklahoma State.
ESPN's analytics give A&M a 75.5% chance to win this game. So I imagine Ken Palm has A&M ranked significantly higher than Oklahoma State as well. So
let me look. Who are we looking for? Texas A&M
and Oklahoma State.
Texas A&M is 34th, so right in a very similar spot as Cincinnati. And Oklahoma State is 70th. So, yeah, pretty sizable gap there.
What about Kansas, North Carolina? Going back to that one. Where are they at on Ken Palm? Kansas, 19th ranked. North Carolina, 25th ranked.
30th.
As far as
North Carolina's 30th in Ken Palm. Kansas is 19th.
Okay. So almost where the AP spots
and
are.
then finally, Washington at Baylor in Waco, 8:30 ESPN on Sunday night. My deranged rear end will be watching that one. Washington at 42 on Ken Palm. Baylor at, I think, 21. Yeah, 21.
ESPN's analytics give Baylor a 77.3% chance to win that one.
Yeah. So there you go. That is a little bit of a light week in Big 12 as a couple teams get their buys in. But should be a good week, especially with BYU Texas Tech. I'm sure most Bearcat fans will at least have their eye on that one, if not their undivided attention. And basketball starts to build up some steam. All right. That's going to do it. That's the Nightcap, brought to you by Hail Mary Sports Bar, right here on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya!